Alright, so blue-red combo control. So we've got kind of a mid-rangey Phoenix. Let's call it a Phoenix adjacent deck. We've got a bunch of Spell Pierces, which this card was very good in the Sultai deck we played the other day. Got some cheap burn / removal. Got a few Planeswalkers here. And then we have Ral with Expansion Explosion to combo. So if those people don't remember this necessarily from the beginning of the format, while you have Ral, Storm Conduit in play, if you cast double expansion, you get to kill your opponent by expansioning your expansion over and over again with Ral's Trigger. Got a couple of Niv-Mizzet at the top end. We got a couple of God-Eternal Kefnet. We've got a mostly foil deck aside from this and these very ugly basics. Let's, I'm going to put a 4th Lava Coil in this sideboard, because I think not playing 4 Lava Coil is absurd. And let's dive on into some matches and see how this goes. I can put my headphones on because video games have sound. That's exciting. It is, Danon. Somebody bumped it up. Sure, good enough. Hey, what's going on, Solera? Welcome back. One of the nice things about having burn spells as their interaction is the fact that in control matchups like this, these cards are still live for, like, being reach or killing Planeswalkers or stuff like that. Not surprised to see Kefnet eat it there. Still have a 4-mana play next turn, which is nice. Press this card to hand size here. Rough. I am actually just going to go ahead and get value out of this right away, just in case my opponent has a Bedevil next turn. So I'm just going to go ahead and downtick this and get a double opt-in. Counter spells deal with God's 2 beaks. These should put my opponent away on their stumble pretty quickly. So I like to cut Shock before I cut Lightning Strike in these matchups because my opponent's deck likely has copies of Narset in it, and Lightning Strike notably kills Narset after she downticks and is on 3. What do I want to trim here? Need 2 more cuts. Maybe Reversal's too cute. That's probably too cute. The opponent's deck doesn't play a lot of counter spells, and, like, this is mostly good against, like, Nexus and Command the Dreadhorde. Let's do this. Teferi makes counter spells unplayable. I mean, counter spells are actually, like, kind of good against Teferi, right? Because, like, he's a 3-mana card. Like, obviously, once he's in play, you can't use them, but stopping him with counter spells is, like, a pretty reasonable ask. Sure. Gets a Spell Pierce at turn 2 Thought Erasure. Play our Search on 2. Now that'll hopefully propel us into some lands here. Outside of turn 1 Duress, I'm pretty happy with this hand. Double Expansion plus Ral is a combo kill mark. Opponent not having the best of luck here. Mulligan to 5 after missing their 3rd land drop in game 1. That's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Stop it. Ditch that for now. I'm just gonna go ahead and jam Narset this turn because they don't have a scary planeswalker until 5 usually. So I don't need Spell Pierce just yet. No, but Devil Lair is great for us. I guess that gives me 2/3 of the combo. I don't think I'm gonna play this turn though, because I think I'd rather hold up Spell Pierce. I think I'd like to knock it Nicol Bolas next turn. Pierce me, daddy. Pierce me. Alright. Alright. Spell Pierce is pretty good. Pretty good. Spell Pierce. We played Sultai Bow the other day and had 4 Spell Pierce in the main. It was just quite excellent. Yeah, on the draw especially, Spell Pierce is much more feasible to hold up, right? I can keep that without red mana. This one we can keep without red mana. Yeah, the sports analogy goes a long way towards making watching Twitch make sense to muggles. A lot of muggles, like, their first instinct is like watching people play games is weird. It's like, y'all watch people play games all the time. Get out of here. Yikes. So we need a red source and a removal spell. Alright, there's one of the two. Need a Shocker, a Lightning Strike next turn. I'm gonna concede. I'm just gonna not show them what we're doing. What incredibly interesting and stimulating games of Magic the Gathering we have played thus far. I think I want to bring in Phoenixes just to block their Phoenixes. I think that makes sense. I have a hard time probably defending Narset early. Spell Pierce probably doesn't do a whole lot. Trim one of these for the same reason. Hand's pretty reasonable. Got a little op to get set up. Got an early God-Eternal. I think I'm going to Lava Coil this on too. Lava Coil's kind of a premium removal spell in this matchup. Might be a little greedy to bottom the land there. We're never going to hit our 4th land drop this game now, are we? Alright, alright. We're halfway there. Oh, living on a prayer. Take my hand and we'll make it, I swear. Do 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 do. I think I was gonna kill both their. I think I'm gonna kill their elf here too. Seems like a good line. Just want to slow this game down to a point where I can, like, get value out of these Chemister's Insights. God-Eternal Kefnet. He's, like, shaking his booty around. he is a very thick boy.
I will aid you. Harness the elements.
There's a shock. You do. I'm gonna do this in case this is a shock here. Fiery Cannonade not so good here. If this was a control deck that had access to real sweepers, we'd be okay, but... Yeah, I agree, Jin. And I've been saying that for a while, honestly. Like, the reason why this has a beta tag isn't because of instability. It's because it's just not feature complete. What they have done, they've done really well. Haven't chilled yet today. How we doing, folks? Welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good night to everybody wherever you're at in the world. Thanks for dropping in here today. My name is Jeff Hoagland. I'm a full-time streamer and content producer here on Twitch. I stream Magic 30, 40, sometimes even 50 hours a week. If you enjoy constructed Magic, that's stuff on the channel for you. We play a ton of different decks, and we change decks every 60 to 90 minutes here, so you get a lot of variety in what we stream each day. As always, I'd love to give a shout out to my wonderful subs. I wouldn't be here day to day without their support, so thanks to all of them for keeping me around. I'd also like to plug a couple of my sponsors here really quick. Felix Gray are these wonderful glasses that you see me wearing here for the last week or so now, and their lenses have a built-in blue light filtering feature that helps relieve eye stress if you're someone like myself who uses the computer for long hours at a time. If you can check them out using my link bit.ly/HugoGlasses. If you make a purchase there, you can bump a deck in my deck queue by 25 points, so thank you for checking out the sponsor. Chewy sells thousands of different pet supplies that you know and love, and they'd love to get you auto shipped on a schedule of your choosing every week, every month, every other month, whatever's convenient for you. Using my link bit.ly/HugoChewy, you could save 30% on your first auto ship order there with them. The Vitamin String Quartet is a instrumental, creates unique instrumental string arrangements, everything from Zelda to Zeppelin, and they would love to underscore your next gaming session. You can find them streaming now on services such as Spotify and Apple Music. Of course, I'd like to welcome everyone out there to Hoaglandia. I know there's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch, and I appreciate all y'all spending part of your Wednesday here with us. Chewy is one of the sponsors that I don't use personally because I do not have a pet myself, but heard nothing but glowing reviews from other people who have used them, including my mother. And my mother's a very thrifty individual, so I assume their prices are very good as well. Christy's not a huge fan of animals, but I grew up living in what we referred to as a zoo. We had rabbits, chinchillas, snakes, frogs, cats, dogs. I think my parents still have 5 cats and 2 dogs, if I recall. It's hard to keep track of them. When you show up, they're just everywhere. I secretly have a conspiracy that Jeff may not be doing this for the money if the first shill break comes through ours. And yeah, I can't deliver 6 minutes of ads per hour, but I do, my goal is to do, I have 2 sponsor screens that I sell space on, and my goal is to plug each of those sponsor screens once per stream segment. So, we'll do 2 ad breaks in, the 6 hours or whatever. Why so many animals? Because they can't see a stray and not pick it up, basically. Hey, Southern Gaming, thanks for the 4 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. I think I'm bottoming that. I think I'm looking for lands and like Chemister's Insights and stuff along those lines. Spell Pierce is a great hit here before they hit turn 3 for a Planeswalker. Hey, December Black, good morning to you too. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's so viscerally satisfying. New 6-mana Chandra's great. Play discard spells or kill them quicker. People who want to do nothing are not going to like playing against Chandra, and I think that's okay. Alright, don't pierce me back. Don't pierce me back. Don't pierce me back. Don't pierce me back. God bless us, everyone.
If I could just distill lightning.
Ooh, that's perfect. That's exactly what I wanted for Christmas.
This isn't over.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it pays off for him. Three mana one looks good too. Three and 6 mana Chandra, both constructed playable, I think. Good chance. Do I play this into a potential counterspell here? I think so. I would like my route, please. Read. Rude. I think I'm gonna decline here because I think I'm gonna be able to kill this. Fingers crossed. Let's find a lightning strike or a shock here.
Practice to hone your prowess.
Brutal.
Every problem has a solution. Let's start by taking... I'm really into current affairs. Get it?
I'm really into current affairs. Oh, Ral. Oh, Ral. Miss Light with the brand new Twitch Prime support. Thank you and welcome. Hope you're having a great Wednesday. He really is dead, Zarek. Really is dead, Zarek.
You show remorse, I'll show restraint.
Does Teferi... Teferi doesn't stop Ral, right? Teferi doesn't stop Ral. Ral's copying, right?
Just wait a moment.
For every action, there's a reaction, and you are not gonna like this one.
Want me to phase you out of time? Stop that, now!
It's easy. Quantum particles, blah, blah, and then you die.
Enough!
It's a shame Ral's trigger. If Ral could hit creatures, he would be so busted. By busted, I mean sweet, but it's like that's like an above average turn for us. It wasn't like we drew a lightning strike good, but it was like pretty good. Give me a timeout for the silent plebs. We time you out in solidarity for the eternally timed out. That's true. Yeah, getting to hit walkers is nice. He does at least do that for us. Puppy!
Hold that thought.
Hold that thought. No, you hold that thought. Glowing red circle of no. Give me life.
Nothing.
Oh! Oh, it stops this one, though. He does stop that one. That's unfortunate. He does stop that one.
Time for plan B. As soon as I think of one.
As soon as I think of one.
This
I
is
should
hardly
really
my
get
worst
back to
defeat.
lab.
I really should have seen that coming.
Yeah. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Negate, Disdainful Stroke. This probably isn't very good against against both deputies and 3-mana Teferi. What do you think? What do you think of this? Actually, Blink's probably worse than Shock. Shock is like really good at mowing down their planeswalkers. I feel like our main deck's pretty well set up for this matchup. Like a blue-white control, whatever my opponent's doing. Snap, cut, Teferi. Maybe. I mean, my bird spells are still, like, pretty good against their planeswalkers. I tried the Naya Feather build after watching yesterday, and Collision, Dreadhorde, Arcanist, Collision is just too brutal. Yeah, it's really sweet, Turtle. We're gonna play. The only change I'm making to today's list from yesterday is I'm going up to a 3rd Collision. Hey, what's going on, Meat Morsel? Oh, Twitch usernames. Pretty easy mulligan here. No red, no early plays. Double Kefnet's real awkward. This deck might not have enough red mana in it, honestly. I think there's only 14, which is definitely low for Niv-Mizzet. This deck might want a couple of Guild Gates in the mana. This hand shaped up, hit the red source, hit an Narset. Pretty good. Pretty good runners here. I think I'm gonna leave that just because I want to hit more red sources. Would not expect this to resolve, but something's gonna get countered at some point. I think I'd rather just head to the Space Jam here. Even if they play like, no, they can't play 5-mana Teferi, right? Because they have to have a free legend. But like these two cards with their powers combined technically kill a 5-mana Teferi, which is nice. They left in Deputy Detention. Okay. Negate is an excellent draw here. Garson says 16 red and blue for Niv. Yeah, that sounds right. Cutting 2 islands for 2 is a Guild Gates will put us up to 16 red. I think you probably want at least 15. Like this deck's not playing for Niv-Mizzet, so like I don't think you necessarily need that many. That is exactly what I wanted to draw here. Lets me hold up a Negate and still pass with this up. Yeah, if Search counted for Amber, this card would be more popular. Yikes. That is, huh. Ralph-a-Poo, thank you for the 11 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. The good news is, if I hit, like, a Lightning Strike here, I can expansion the Lightning Strike and kill this with that. Cast something I can negate, please. Niv-Mizzet's like also a decent draw at some point. Give me a negate target, please. Please. Holy crap. Do I want to expansion this? I think I want to expansion this. I think I bin that because it lets me flip this, which means I can Niv-Mizzet plus negate this turn. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. All right. Are we doing it? I think we might be doing it. I think we might be doing it. Alrighty, yeah, take 11. Come on. Take 11. Take 11. Yep, no blocks. Alright, how many triggers is this gonna be? No, I'm not trading for this. Yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Alright, so I've got It's been so long since I've cast a good Niv-Mizzet that I'd almost forgotten how busted this card is when it gets going. Turns out Niv-Mizzet still reads untap with this win the game. Alright, your move, Yuki boy. This is all we got. Hey, what's going on, Trax? That was a good clean. This is why this card's much better than the blue-white version. And that's even before you get into the fact that, like, the Niv can't be countered. That's true. We were really far behind on the scoreboard. We were really hard behind on the scoreboard. Thoomfish coming in with 27 months. Thank you very much and welcome. I appreciate that. Thanks for keeping me around. Hope you're having a fantastic Wednesday. What's your 5/5 flyer say? I bet my flyer has more text than your flyer. His hand's really bad against red aggro, but like pretty okay against any controller mid-range deck. So let's do it. That is, so if they are playing red aggro, this is a good draw. Need early plays that interact with the board. The lightning, chat. Look at the lightning. Ride, Sally, ride. Do 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 do. This thing won't go away on mobile until I just do it. Don't apologize, Sharps. Thanks for the entire year of support. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Sweet. Hopefully get to pierce a Chandra or a Search next turn. Or a Chandra or a Frenzy. Light them up. They're on fire. Oh, ho, 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 do, 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 do. Please give me something to pierce, Poppy. Yikes. Really need, like, Lightning Strike at this point. Okay, gotta get rid of that. Oh, that was wrong. I should have played the Mountain, because if they don't give me something to pierce, I want a Chemister's Insight. That's a pretty big mistake. No problem. And I always try to pick the sleeve that embodies the deck we're playing. Got a lot of good choices. Sweltering Sun. I'm looking forward to getting cycling cards back into the format with the new format in the fall. That'll be a good time. Taking 6 down to 10 here. Yeah, big mistake on this land. I don't think it's gonna matter. Technically not dead on board. I don't think I have any comeback mechanics game 1 though. How does Scarab Godding a Frilled Mystic sound? That sounds great. Okay, Scarab God a Frilled Mystic? Is that legal? Yeah, unfortunately, I would bet they're not going to roll the new format out until rotation happens, which I really wish they'd do it sooner. Because, like, when rotation happens, I'd really like to be able to just focus on standard, but if they roll out the new format at rotation, I'm definitely going to be playing a bunch of that alongside standard. We'll probably split our time 50-50. I think this is what I want to do. The Planeswalkers are just hard to defend here. My best route to victory is like sticking these and killing them quickly. Yeah, they announced a new format a long time ago. They gotta give people something to do with their cards when they rotate out of standard in the fall. In my opinion, the ideal time for them to release the new non-rotating format on Magic Arena would be when you are 50% through M20 and the rotation happening in the fall. So like whatever is the middle of that time frame. So July through October. So July, August, September. So like sometime in September, in my opinion, would be the ideal, or August. Yeah, August, right? 'Cause it's the beginning of July. So in my opinion, the ideal time to pump the new format out would be in August, September, somewhere in there. I think I'm just doing this now and 1-for-1ing it. This is why I used Fiery Cannonade to kill this and not Lightning Strike, because Lightning Strike kills this and Cannonade does not. Yeah, Sweltering Suns would be a big upgrade in this matchup for sure. That third point of damage is huge. Of course, the flip side is the red deck gets to play Hazoret in the new format, but I guess the other side is Hazoret makes your deck less efficient with other things that are going on, right? So like, how many Hazarets and Experimental Frenzies do you want to play? Would be a question. Nothing's been officially announced for the people asking. All we know is that there will be a new format added by the fall at the latest. Oh, Hazoret is kind of a non-bo with Frenzy, isn't he? Because your hand gets full. Yeah, that's a good call. Yeah, but like, if you're discarding with Hazoret, then you have less mana to maximize the Frenzy. Yeah. Yeah, it'll be interesting. Like, questions like that, like, which of the cards in this deep card pool optimize even the straightforward archetypes like Mono Red are things that, like, you'll have to explore, right? So I can do this for 3 currently, which means it deals 4 total, because it draws 4, it does 3 to something directly. I think I'm going to go ahead and negate this, because it guarantees kills the Lava Runner. Probably nothing, Pano. We're playing this deck because this is the deck list of viewers submitted to be played. Alright, and they're dead now, right? Expansion Explosion kills them this turn. Does 4, 5, and then 4 more. Ride the lightning. This card's so much fun. This card's the reason when I played that really bad Jeskai control deck in that fandom tournament, it was definitely because this card's sweet. I think the format should have bans on creation. I think if they go back through Shadows over Innistrad, I would ban Emrakul. I think that's probably all I'd ban. I don't want people to be able to get Eldrazi Titans off of Marvel. I think if you can't get Ugin and Emrakul, Marvel's probably fine. No, I think I'd start with, I'd prefer to start with very minimal things banned and see how the format shakes out. Especially with seeing how they've chosen to manage Modern, it feels like they're very afraid of unbanning things, so I'd much rather they just have the format be bigger from the start. I'd leave Copycat too. I think having some infinite combos in your format is fine. Yeah, I'd prefer to not repeat what currently happens in Modern, which is there's a bunch of stuff banned that just doesn't need to be. I'd rather start big and then make it smaller, rather than starting small and then, like, never making it bigger because people are terrified of change. Feels bad to have to shock and burn Lightning Strike to kill this, but I definitely don't want them to untap with this card. If they untap with this, we very likely won't be able to kill it with Cannonade anymore. But, like, now if they play Whirly Boy, I don't have a removal spell for that, which feels bad. I'm taking my options. That's rude. I liked my options. Has there been some indication they go back further than Kaladesh? No, we don't know anything. It's Leo. As always, it's all speculation. During the alpha and closed beta, some of the developers had hinted that they had already had coded some Shadows over Innistrad cards. So there's natural speculation that maybe they could have finished that and then have more sets to sell. Because remember, the more sets they have in the new format to start, the more money they stand to make, right? So like there's a business reason for them to have more cards in the set. And we're dead. So you're saying there's a chance. Take a chance on me. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. They had shadows on Arena when it first started. Really, I didn't know that. Those early timelines were. Standard was so bad when Arena was first created that I mostly ignored it. Like I had an early beta invite and just like, I was like not really interested in this. Yeah, I mean, I need to kill this, right? And Fiery Cannonade doesn't kill it because it's a pirate. The problem is if they go land Frenzy next turn, I'm dead, or land Chandra. I have to, like, hope if they have a big payoff, it dies to Spell Pierce. They don't have a 6th land. There's no guarantee this card is live moving forward, so I'm just going to go ahead and play it here. Obviously, it feels bad if they don't play a land and play a 4-mana spell, but... This feels really bad. Hoping to draw another removal spell here. I can't keep that. I have to kill this card. This does not kill it. It's a pirate. That's all I got. Please be good enough. Oh, please be good enough. Please be good enough. Please be good enough. Oh, why? Why? Hold the door. Oh no, Niv. You were the chosen one, Niv. You were supposed to do all the things, Niv. I'm gonna add a third Niv because he's great and cut a Ral. Let's play one more match with this. I'm gonna play a match in ranked. We went 2-2. I kind of like what this deck is doing. We can spew a couple of pips. It doesn't really matter, right? Yosemita, thank you very much for the brand new Prime support. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for keeping me around. Hope you're having a fantastic Wednesday wherever you're at. I'm the inverse of you, Rebel Scum. I would actually be pretty surprised if the new format's not also pushed in paper as a Grand Prix and tournament format. I think there's a good chance, not only because the format's not Arena, but also because we're kind of overdue for a new non-rotating format, that this new format will likely be very popular to start. And there will be a demand for people that want to play it in paper. Yeah, Wizards is a big fan of money, and places like Star City Games have a monetary reason to support this old format, because this new format will make cards that were previously not worth money because they weren't playable in Modern and have rotated out of Standard worth money because they'll be playable in this new format. Always look for, don't just look at the, what do we want as players, look at the business reason, and you'll look for what, that's what the result will likely be. Hey, Zace, thank you for the 3 months. I appreciate the quarter of a year. I'm gonna mulligan this in the dark. It doesn't have a guaranteed third land, no cantrip, no search. Good chance we brick, no early interaction. This hand's much better. Looking for a third land. Hey, Crocus. I know there's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch right now. Thanks for shipping your Twitch Prime this way this month. Hope you're having a fantastic Wednesday. They don't sell old booster packs. That's why I explicitly noted that someone like Star City Games would have a monetary reason to support the new format. It's Zach. Zach Eggs. I'm going to give you a pro tip, Zach. You should edit your Twitch username to be like this, where the second word in your name is capitalized. I'm gonna pass here, because if I play this, they counter it, and then they untap and, like, play a Teferi, and then my Spell Pierces don't work anymore. So, as much as I really want to try and find a third land next turn, I think it's pretty correct to tap out for this against open veto mana. I'm actually just going to go ahead and burn my Spell Pierce here. I just want to use my mana for the turn. Now I'm rolling with Zace. I was like, oh, it's like Jace with a Z. I was like, that makes sense. That's where my head went. Land. Ding, ding, ding. Zace the Mind Zolpter. Just the trick for this. So they can play 3 mana Teferi this turn, making my Negate useless, but they can't play like 5 mana Teferi. And Lightning Strike's pretty good against their Narset, right? So we get to Lightning Strike this down. Spell Pierce is very good in this format. Honestly, part of me wonders if there's just like a good Drake's deck. If there's a good Drake's deck in this format somewhere that, like, isn't playing Phoenixes and is just, like, playing a bunch of Spell Pierces.
I was not prepared for this.
So we're a little behind at the moment. Bad pickup. Oh, my kingdom for a Spell Pierce. Alright, that'll do, pig. That'll do. Okay, alright. So we're not like ahead by a big margin here, but I think this puts us a little bit ahead, unless they have like a 5-mana Teferi here. Do you think I can fit anything else in here with my foot? What do we think? Anything aside from my foot in my mouth?
Such violence is upsetting.
Oh, can I get a lightning strike? Can I get a shock? Lightning strike or shock, please. Lightning strike or shock, please. Some tasty granola. I think it's almost pot pie time. I think it's almost pot pie time.
You need to slow down.
What Urza deck am I brewing? Can't say Urza looks particularly playable to me. Thanks for the 5 months, Clint. I appreciate it. Welcome back. And Matto coming in hot for the 14th month. Thanks for keeping me around. I believe we have died.
Let's slow this down.
I've got a good secret Urza list I'll be sharing in the next 2 weeks. Yeah, see if there's a broken Urza deck, Zach's got it. Zach's gonna take all of his busted artifact knowledge to play design and make sure busted artifacts don't get created anymore, right? You're gonna keep us safe from future potential busted artifacts? Or are you gonna go there and only design more busted artifacts? Are you gonna protect the people, or are you going to hurt them? Yes. Expansion seems like it's a little mediocre in the face of 3-mana Teferi. Zach got hired by Play Design, so he's gonna be going to help balance Magic the Gathering cards, which is awesome. Hey, Lilibad, thanks for the 16 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Was it Kazu Negri? I think. Am I forgetting? Yeah, it was Kazu, right? He was one of the new SCG grinders. Rachel, Agnes wasn't play design though, right? I think she was doing some kind of community management type stuff. I think new Yawgmoth has a place in Mardu Pyromancer's sideboard. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know the full text box on that card offhand. Now, don't harass Zach about my relationship with Wizards of the Coast. I know for a fact that there are a number of people who work there who do not mind me. I'm not gonna name names though, but I know for a fact they exist. I understand the position I'm in and that it's not gonna change. It's okay. Hey, Demonger, thank you for the 2-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. They don't mind me. Our poker hand's pretty good here. Like 2 pair, Spell Pierce Kicker. It might be right to negate here because the Spell Pierce is more mana efficient later. It might be. It might also be right to just let her down tick and light. It might also be right to just let this down tick. Like cast Chemister's Insight in response, let that down tick. Oh, I definitely think that's true, Win Megas. I'm sure many of them realize how much money I make, Wizards. I'm really good at selling Magic cards. Making people spend wild cards on things they otherwise would never touch.
No, I am not making this. As I go.
I'm gonna tap like this in case I draw a shock. I drew an opt. What a tilt. What a tilt.
We begin.
4/4s are so big.
Your end has arrived.
4/4s are so big.
More like it.
Chaotic Good's probably an accurate alignment for her, for my personality. You made me buy at least 3 Grixis Dragons deck. Yep.
Dragon does not
I'm
lose.
casting all of these now because Teferi Time Raveler says do it now or forever hold your peace. I'm gonna send this way because I don't want this on infinite counters when I play this, because this will just get like tempoed to hell and back.
No sword can pierce my skin. Look to the skies.
I think we're dead here.
Might be a bad idea.
If I had... Now, even if I had another red source, I only have 7 lands. Yep, good games, opponent. Niv-Mizzet, a really fun card to cast. Spell Pierce is good, but like ultimately what this deck is doing, just the total power level is probably just a little bit too low. The one thing that I have a takeaway from playing these last couple decks with Spell Pierce, something I kind of wouldn't mind trying is like a Crackling Drake, God-Eternal Kefnet, Enigma Drake deck, like a non-Phoenix deck that gets to play a bunch of Spell Pierce in the main, because like Spell Pierce isn't super amazing in the Phoenix deck because you want your spells in that deck to be really proactive, but this card's just really good in a lot of spots in the format. I wouldn't mind seeing it in like a more tempo aggressive strategy that like